snap, look at that. Chris, McDonald's has adult Happy Meals. That is fascinating. I hope I get a stimulus check in mine. Welcome to Open Mic. We like to start the show with a few stories or a hot take on a story you're not likely to see anywhere else. I'm from gorgeous Prince George's, and now I spill the tea in D.C., so you know these jokes come from a place of love, if in fact my ability to love hadn't been broken in my 20s. Let's start things off with the Indianapolis Colts owner Jim Irsay, who told reporters at the NFL owners meeting in New York that he believes enough team owners are leaning towards voting to remove Dan Snyder as owner of the Washington Commanders.
You know, I believe that there's merit to remove him as owner of the Redskins. I think it's something that we have to review. We have to look at all the evidence, and we have to be thorough in going forward.
How many people do you think will support how you feel out of all the other owners?
I believe they'll support it if the report shows and they believe it's the right thing to do.
I was a lot more excited about that before I heard him say Redskins. I'm not sure he has any idea what's going on, but somebody tell him we don't use that name anymore. Jim Irsay, don't you get my hopes up for nothing. Y'all better have a plan to oust Dan Snyder. We have enough disappointment already. I'm not gonna get my hopes up until federal marshals are throwing Dan's stuff out into the front lawn. Now, I'll give Irsay credit for being the first owner to publicly say he's down to kick Snyder to the curb. We should give him a key to the city for that. Not that kind of key, Jim. You know, the kind that unlocks doors. You think you slick. An enemy to Dan Snyder, is a friend to DC football fans everywhere, except for Jerry Jones. And yes, Jim Irsay, you're still welcome at every trap in the city. We're headed to Doswell, Virginia for this next story, where amusement park Kings Dominion announced plans to stay open year-round starting in 2023.
Fans of Kings Dominion, in a much lighter story, will soon be able to enjoy the park year-round.
Whoa.
The theme park near Richmond announced plans to remain open all 12 months of the year. Now, in addition to this normal schedule of Kings Dominion, it says that it will also open for business on weekends in January, February, and March. Weather and maintenance could limit the operations of some of the attractions, but the new winter schedule goes into effect next year.
Oh, I see you, Allison Seymour. Weather and maintenance, also known as weather. Y'all know what that's going to be like year round. By the way, shout out to my Get Up DC crew and Marcella Robertson. Congratulations. Go on and take my money, Kings Dominion. Funnel cake year round? Are you kidding me? We can rejoice at this news. I'm not riding outdoor roller coasters in a hat, gloves, and winter parka. But if y'all want to do it, it's your prerogative. It's the way that you want to live. It's my prerogative. Shout out to Bobby Brown and Britney Spears, but mostly Bobby Brown, get his spins up. I hope season passes are year-round too. I'm not trying to pay summertime prices to freeze to death in line waiting to get on Twisted Timbers. Wow. You know, I would feel so much safer that kids these days have these POVs on YouTube. We didn't have POVs. Can you imagine what the Grizzly POV would have looked like in the 80s? It'd be like 35 seconds long and then the camera would break. You know what? That looks like it would still be fun bundled up. I'll admit that. You win, Kings Dominion. I choose this next story because we're all living it. CBS Money Watch is reporting that pumpkin spice foods cost up to 160% more than their regular versions in what is informally known as the pumpkin spice tax.
These are the months when the flavor of pumpkin spice shows up seemingly.
Pumpkin spice Cheerios, really? And is that pumpkin spice deodorant? Oh no, y'all are doing way too much. Way too much. If your taste buds are pumpkin spice basic, consider this your wake-up call. You being overcharged for the official taste of gentrification. You're a pawn in the seasonal game. Don't get taken advantage of by big pumpkin spice. You are better than that. Some of you, it's like the old saying, like a pumpkin spice lover and their money are soon parted. Now, I changed the saying from fool because You need bread to shop from the pumpkin spice menu. This is an overachiever vice. Now, I tried not to judge pumpkin spice lovers this year, but now that I see how much this stuff costs, I have to. My inner cheapskate won't let me take the high road. There is no such place. Consider this tough love, or, don't listen to me. Keep paying more for your pumpkin spice crack. Just know I tried to look out for you. Pumpkin spice deodorant. We're headed to New Jersey for this last story, where authorities captured a garter snake that was loose on a flight that landed at Newark Liberty International Airport and released it outside the airport. Wait, is that snakes on a plane? Where's Samuel L. Jackson when you need him? Enough is enough. I've had it with these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane. That was the TV version of that quote. Y'all know what he really said. The good news is that garter snakes are harmless. The bad news is that one made it onto the plane and enjoyed a free flight, and he didn't have a sign that said, "I'm harmless." He's just a snake. Even if that free flight was to Newark, that poor snake is about to get his car stolen. That was a United Airlines flight, by the way. So for once, we can't blame Spirit. Good luck to that special garter snake that made a brand new life for itself in Brick City. United should go ahead and fly it back home, because clearly its days are numbered. My favorite story, you know what? I love all of them today. A lot of positivity, but anything that gets us one step closer to Dan Snyder not owning the Commanders, or as Jim Irsay calls them, the Redskins, is always going to be my favorite.